Greetings, Kiss Nation. The Evergreen Tribute album, Kiss covered in Scandinavia. This came out in 1997, and this is a pretty solid Kiss tribute album. It features songs from the 70s, most songs from the 70s, one song from the 80s, which is from the early 80s, and let's talk about the album cover first. I haven't talked about album covers and tribute albums that much, because a lot of the albums I've talked about didn't have much in terms of album covers. This one kind of does. The album cover has a bunch of teenagers in someone's bedroom with a lot of like Kiss posters and stuff. Got some Kiss albums on the bed and a lot of cool stuff like Alive 2, Rock and Roll Over, Hotter Than Hell. Some really see Love Gun. That's really fucking cool. I mean, I love pictures like this, album covers like this, showcasing, like Kiss fans in a bedroom with posters and albums all over the place, on a bed and stuff like that. That's really fucking cool. I love that stuff. And it's even got like a Gibson guitar like right there next to like a Paul Stanley poster, Dynasty poster, by the way. That's really cool. I love that. And my opinions on these renditions of the songs, let's get this review started.
wait a day. I don't care what you say. Oh yeah, you got to pay. Hit rock bottom and you're there to stay. Sometimes late at night, I want to hold you tight. Oh no, you got to pay. When you hit rock bottom, you're there to stay. Rock bottom. No, you know you wanna treat me good. You know you wanna treat me good.
Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find the sound. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. I think I hear them calling. Oh, Beth, what can I do? Beth, what can I do? You say you feel so empty that I just ain't at home. I'm always somewhere else. You're always there alone. Just a few more.
and roll all night. You show us everything you got. You keep on dancing and the room gets hot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Rock and roll all night. You say you wanna go for a spin. The party just began, we let you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Rock and roll. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Rock and roll all night. You keep on saying you'll be mine for a while. You looking fancy and I like your style. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy.
Right here are my final thoughts on Kiss covered in Scandinavia. Like I said, this is a pretty solid Kiss tribute album, and let's talk about the songs. Start things off, we got Moonflower doing Short Rock City, and this is a pretty solid version of the song. It starts off pretty slow, then it kicks in during the chorus when it says you gotta lose your mind in Detroit, Rock City. So I kind of like that. Then towards we got some little do bits during that. That's pretty cool. Then towards the end of the song, the chorus kicks in saying get up, get down, you gotta lose your mind towards the end of the song, that's pretty cool. I like that. Then we have Håkan Helmlin and Mike Nilsson doing Colgin. This is a pretty interesting version of Colgin. It's very heavy metal, which I've never really heard Colgin heavy metal, not even the heavy metal based Kiss tribute albums I've done. And this one's done pretty well, so this is pretty good. It's like, it sounds like a straightforward version of Colgin, but just done heavy metal, so that's pretty good. Next we got Lindgren 5 Steps to Escape from the Island. This one is, it's whatever. I mean, it's a different take on Escape from the Island, even though I'm not that big of a fan of Escape from the Island for Music from the Elder. I don't know everything that album has to offer. Escape from the Island is not one I'm a huge fan of. I'm not really big on instrumentals in the first place. And hearing this kind of like in a lounge music, kind of like jazz style, that's one I'm not kind of like that big of a fan on. I listen to it a lot of times and it's like I just can't get into it, you know. So nothing is wrong with the way it was orchestrated. I just really can't get into this style of music, you know. Next we got Entombed doing God of Thunder. This one is really cool. I love the way it sounds. It's more heavier, which, you know, fits God of Thunder perfectly. You know, sometimes they really pull that off, and sometimes they really just fuck it up royally. This one was nailed perfectly. They try to replicate, you know, how Bob Ezrin did it with the whole his kids being in the studio thing, but I don't really think that was replicated well, in my opinion, because I don't think that was done well at all in this version. But the way the song went, it went pretty well. You had someone that was replicating Gene's voice. The way the song went, it was like really fucking good. I liked it. Then we got Lila K doing Rock Bottom. This is fucking awesome. A punk version of Rock Bottom with like a piano to kind of get the whole Rock Bottom intro thing going. That was really cool. Out of all the punk versions of Kisses I've talked about, this is one of them we will talk about, you know, Rock Bottom all that much. And this one was so fucking fun to listen to. I love it. I mean, Rock Bottom doesn't really make the rounds all that often in tribute albums, and, you know, excuse me. it doesn't make the rounds of tribute albums often, and to hear it kind of in punk, that was awesome. I loved hearing it in punk, and it's kind of one of my favorites of this album, because it's just, I love the song Rock Bone, it kicks so much ass. Hearing it punk made it even cooler. Then we got Bath by Baba Creeps. I mean, this is an okay version of Bath. It's kind of done differently than other versions of Bath I've heard. It's got like some sort of like drum instrument, like some sort of percussion instrument. And we got like a piano and acoustic guitar for a guitar solo. This is like an okay version of Bath. I got nothing wrong with it. Then we got Going Blind by the Borg Gavel Chamber Ensemble. I mean, I just screwed that whole thing up. But no, this is actually pretty cool. I kind of like it when Kiss tribute albums can have artists that do like an orchestra-based rendition of a Kiss song. Like sometimes after Kiss did the orchestra or before Kiss did the whole orchestra concert. And to hear this group did a song like Kiss actually did with the orchestra before Kiss did, it's pretty fucking cool. I like it. And this is another instrumental version of a Kiss song, but I don't mind hearing Going Blind instrumental. It's actually pretty nice to hear it, acoustic guitar mixing with an orchestra. Pretty nice. I like it. Then we got the Helicopters doing All American Man. Bit more of a heavier approach to All American Man, but it was still pretty cool. They actually switched it up at the second half of the song when he says, I've been to Detroit, I've been to LA, and I've seen St. Louis. I've been to Detroit, I've been to Stockholm, and I've seen St. Louis. That was actually pretty nice. I kind of like that switch up. Seeing as how this is a Scandinavian Kiss tribute album, they had to like switch up some of the lyrics for some of these Kiss songs. But All American Man was kind of the one that I noticed got the big switch up. Then we get Black Diamond by Infinite Mass, which kind of another bit of a big interpretation switch up like Escape from the Island did. This time we get Kiss going hip hop, and all I can say is it exists, it's a thing, and I'm not too big of a fan on it. I don't think Black Diamond was the right song to do this type of style of music with. Maybe I'll make for Loving You, but not Black Diamond. But I did like the fact that we get like a Kiss Army rap in this song. That was pretty cool. I like that. But still, I felt like Black Diamond was the wrong song to do this style of music with. But still, I mean, it was okay. I just really couldn't get into it. It was just whatever. It exists. It's a thing, and it's on this album. Then we got Seder doing Come On and Love Me, which was pretty cool. It was another punk rock Kiss song. So we had two punk Kiss songs in this album. It's fucking awesome, man. And they're both pretty awesome renditions of the Kiss songs, I liked it. Then we got I'm not really gonna pronounce the band's name, but they performed Love Gun. And this is a pretty awesome rendition of Love Gun. Excuse me again, guys. Sorry. They performed Love Gun, and it's a pretty nice rendition of Love Gun. Like the really heavier drums in this version of Love Gun, which I think I've said that a few times in other Love Gun covers. The drums are heavier, and I think I'm not sure if this is the first one from the 90s that had heavier drums on Love Gun or not, but it's still pretty cool to hear heavier drums in Love Gun. Then we get Living Sacrifice doing Do You Love Me. We get a female singer doing Do You Love Me, but, this is pretty cool, by the way. The first time in the chorus, we just hear the guitar riff for the chorus, not the actual chorus itself, and then the second verse, we do get the chorus for Do You Love Me. This is pretty cool. This is like the second 90s Kiss tribute album that, in my opinion, has had Do You Love Me and didn't screw it up. The first time we had Do You Love Me on a Kiss tribute album, it was with Nirvana, and Kurt Cobain fucked it up completely. But no, this actually is pretty good. I like this one. Next we got Gone doing Parasite. This is actually a pretty good rendition of Parasite. While the chorus of Parasite is going on, we have like someone else singing Parasite along with the chorus. It's pretty cool. I like that. Then towards the ending of the song, we hear like Parasite, like Parasite, towards the ending of the song. It's pretty cool. I like that. This is a good rendition of Parasite. Also heavier, more heavy than what we get on Hotter Than Hell, but about the same amount of heaviness like another 90s Kiss Shit album when they did Parasite, or when they did like another Hotter Than Hell song, like Watching You. The last Kiss song of this album is pretty fun. It's a fun rendition of this one. The Happy Night Quartet doing Rock and Roll All Night. We get like an a cappella version of Rock and Roll All Night, and they just kind of sing the instrument stuff with their mouths. It's pretty fucking cool. I like that. You know, it's pretty cool. This is like the only quartet group on a Kiss Shit album that I know of that exists. Doing Rock and Roll All Night, it's pretty cool. I like that. You know, this is a really fun rendition of Rock and Roll All Night. I kind of enjoyed hearing this one. Between the punk version of Rock Bottom and the quartet version of Rock and Roll All Night, these are like the two favorites I have on this album as far as Kiss covers go. And the 15th thing we have is like, you know, the original members of Kiss kind of talking about stuff, you know. Gene talking about the first time he's kissed a girl. Paul talking about, you know, some trying not to compete with their past. Ace talking about wrecking a hotel room, and Peter talking about how you say goodbye in Sweden. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there you have it. Kiss Covered in Scandinavia is a pretty good album. And one more thing I should mention about this album: it's a 2-disc set, and the second disc includes interviews with the original members of Kiss: Ace Frehley from '87, Gene and Paul from '92 to '93, Peter Criss from '88. And we do get a nice picture of Gene from the reunion tour, because like I said, this came out in '97, so we do get a nice Gene picture from '97, I would assume. Alright, so as I was saying, Kiss Covered in Scandinavia is a solid Kiss tribute album. For this review, I'm only discussing about the music, not disc 2. I haven't even listened to disc 2 yet, but I have listened to disc 1 for the sole purpose of this review. So for that, it's got some really fun renditions of Kiss songs. There's a couple of renditions like, you know, Infinite Masses, Black Diamond, and Lindgren's rendition of Escape from the Island. I wasn't really that big of a fan on those at that much, but that doesn't really change the whole verdict of this album. The final verdict for Kiss Covered in Scandinavia is a 9 out of 10. This is a really solid Kiss tribute album, has some really fun Kiss covers to listen to. In my opinion, I would say, you know, the highlights for me was Rock Bottom by Leela Kay and Happy Night's Quartet Rock and Roll All Night. Those are pretty fun. I liked those a lot. Going Blind was obviously pretty fun because you get to hear like an acoustic orchestra version of this before Kiss did it themselves. That was pretty cool also. You know, I enjoyed this album a lot. This is pretty fun. You got some really solid Kiss covers on here. It was a blast to listen to, so I enjoyed it. So yeah, 9 out of 10. So that's my review of Kiss Covered in Scandinavia. Hope you liked it. Next time I meet, I'll be doing an album that you guys have voted in for me to review. Kiss Ultimate Edition, singles and rare tracks from 1975 to 2003. Later.